What's up, y'all? It's your girl T, and I am back with a long overdue video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about a juicy topic that has come up quite a bit lately regarding the hair, beauty, wig industry, and how it's been kind of slow for the businesses. And, I'm gonna give y'all my perspective. Actually, this was a topic that was asked by me in a live that I didn't happen to save. I spoke on it, but I'm super excited to talk about it now. If you are not new here, welcome back. If you're new here, then welcome. I am T, and I am the owner of Stylish Boss Academy, which is the #1 wig business resource and academy in the world, as well as my recently retired wig business, Stylish Styles by T. If you are interested, then keep on watching. All right, y'all. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I promise you guys, I'm not gonna hold you in this video. We're gonna get right to it. We're getting to the raw, uncut, unfiltered, just the reality of it all within the industry. And I've been in this industry for quite some time. I would definitely say 8 years now, maybe closer to 9, but and I've enjoyed every moment of it, and I've always paid attention to what's going on and try to keep up with what's new, what's current, what's popping, and what's not. And so I did take a little notes because I want to make sure that I give you exactly what you are here listening for, and not be off because y'all know I can talk. Okay, so first of all, if you're not aware, most people are aware that there is slow seasons. There are slow seasons in any business, but there's definitely a slower season or a slower, type of something's going on in the air right now. And a lot of the beauty businesses, the wig businesses, the hair industry is definitely feeling it. Maybe other industries, but I can really only speak about the wig and the hair industry per se. So it's definitely some things going on. I see people are going back to 9 to 5. People are pivoting. There's a lot of things happening, and I'm going to give you a few reasons as to why this is possibly happening, and just to let you know that you're not the only one. And in the comments, you guys can kind of chat about what's going on and what your plans are, at this time. First thing first is a lot of the reason why, if you have a wig business or hair business right now and it may be slow for you, is number one is it's just the summer. At the end of the day, it's the summertime, and usually in the summer a lot of people aren't wearing wigs, they're wearing braids and different other protective styles. So it's slow. But in business, in any season, there's gonna be some sort of slow season, and so the summer is usually what it is for a lot of the wig businesses. Okay, but not to say the least, like, there are still people who are getting regular, but it's just a little bit slower. It will pick back up. Let's pray that all is well, and it definitely picks back up, and you just take off running towards the end of the year. But that's one of the reasons. That ain't the main reason though. So another reason why the industry may be feeling slow, your business may not be, people may be pivoting, a lot of stuff is going on. It's simply due to inflation, okay? Literally everything has gone up. The cost of groceries, the cost of things when you go and order and eat out, clothing, everything, okay, has gone up in this world. And with that includes vendors' pricings. It goes up. And from a customer standpoint, though, with things going up and the cost of living going up, and not necessarily their income isn't going up as these prices are going up, they have to scale back and they have to make different decisions into what they decide to spend their money on. So a lot of people are cutting down just because they don't have that extra money like that no more, and that's cool. Like, that's okay, but that's just what reality is. And at the end of the day, if you've been around when COVID hit, like, that extra COVID money, it ain't hitting. It's not there anymore. So people don't have it to spend like they used to, or if people do have it, they are just a little bit more wise with what they are, utilizing their money for. Hair might not be a top. And I definitely say for me, I've even cut down on, I would say, like, my lashes and my nails. I usually just, I usually go get them done. Now I just do it myself. So it's just, think about for yourself, what have you done to change and cut back? And so if for you business is slow, then it could just be due to a lot of customers they don't have the extra money, so they cut that back. So inflation, okay? Another reason is, like I said before I get into it, was I talked about like from the customer standpoint, but even for us as businesses, we can only lower our prices so much, because at the end of the day, the vendors, their prices are increasing. And if their price increase, that means that we have to increase our price so that we are at least earning some money or cutting even or whatever, so that we're not losing money. So if we have to raise our prices and our customers can't, afford the price increase due to us increasing from the vendors, then that causes a bit of an issue with your sales. It could decrease because it's just not there. So that's something else to keep in mind, right? Another reason could simply be just that the vendors are now, y'all, they're smart and they're on our necks. I've always said this, and I can't stress this enough now. They are on us more than ever. They pay close attention to what we do, how we do it, and just everything. And they are looking for ways, because they offer the same solutions that we do, to cut us out of the picture. So they are now, offering color, customization. They're offering pre-styled wigs and so many things that we do as wig makers, or, just hair is coming pre-done and already done, to the point where the customers can get it in their hands and they don't need us to have to touch it or do anything in between. It's like the vendors are cutting us out, and they're like, hey, you can get this wig with everything already done for you for half the price of what a wig maker would be charging you. And with everything going on in the economy, and if they can't afford it anyways, they might try it out. They might entertain that, because it sounds like not a bad option, especially if they have influencers who are promoting their wigs, and they have those wigs looking beginner friendly, and they're showing you guys how easy it is to get it straight from some of these vendors who are way more affordable, or half the price of what we're paying. The customers are going directly there. They're going there because now they're comparing our prices, the vendor prices, what we offer, what they offer. And if they're offering everything that we offer, and the only difference is the prices, and their wig look just like ours, then it's a no-brainer in the decision for the customer. Now, we as business, we may know a little bit more. We may not choose that option, but again, you gotta think about the customers and what they know and what they're making, all of the components of what's making them make those decisions. So that's just another thing. Like, the vendors are coming for us, and they are cutting us out. They are very much in competition, all the way to their marketing, the way in which they market, the influencers and who they are getting to help them promote their products and services is beyond. Now you don't really have to see like a Chinese vendor show their wig by holding it up or putting it on their head. They can get a hairstylist or influencer that does good installs, looks nice, and she has the wig on, and she can promote the wig. And with her promoting the wig, it gets like, come on, they're doing some smart business moves. So, and it's cutting us. It's causing us to be slow, because the vendors aren't relying on us anymore. They're going straight to the vendor. So that's another reason, okay? A lot of people now are DIYing, and this one is big. I think this one is probably one of the main reasons, but a lot of people are doing things themselves. A lot of people, now with social media being so big, and with all of us businesses, just trying to do whatever, push out different pieces of content, share all these tips and tricks and things on how you can do this, how you can do that. Well, guess what? That's not only helping the vendors to learn how to do the things that we do. Now they're learning straight from us, but that's also allowing the customers to see exactly what we do, and to realize that if it's this easy and this is what you're doing, but you're charging me an extra $100, $200, I might as well learn how to do it. I might as well do it myself. If you're going and coloring my bundles, but you're buying, dye that costs $15, $20, but you're charging me an extra, I might as well watch these videos, all these free tutorials and videos that are out there. I might as well watch them and do it myself at home. Spend a little time and do it myself. Literally, I think it's like a gift and a curse, because we don't realize in the industry, a lot of us, you know, in the content space and have a business, we're not realizing that we're sharing all of our tips and our tricks and our strategies and our from start to finish as to what we do. And we are allowing, not all, but we are allowing some or most of our customers to put in their head or have an idea that, you know what, I can do that. If that's what she was, because before they didn't know what we did. They just knew this is what it was before and this is how it's going to look, or this is what I wanted, this is how it looked. Now they see, oh, you literally only did 2 to 3 things. Oh, and if I can Google this, or if I can go over to this platform and we got hundreds of videos of people sharing how to pluck it and how to tweet, to how to do the lay it flat, how to do these things. Why am I just still paying you if I can save some of my money, put a little bit of time aside and just do it myself by following along with what you're telling me to do? If you're telling me what to do, why am I paying you to do it? That's not all customers, though. I have to say, some customers, you can show them as many times as you want. They love the convenience of, you do it, you're the expert, I don't even want to learn how to do it. But again, if people are having to cut corners on their, you know, their pockets, then they're looking at ways as how I can do it myself. Like, for example, I just told y'all, nails. I can go and get it done. I watch them do it. I literally sit there and watch them do my nails all the time. If their prices are going up, which they are, it's like, wait a minute. So you mean to me now I could just put these press-ons where it's already done, the design is already on their format, just to put it on? Or now it's like, wait, I can just buy this entire kit and follow along with all these people who are sharing how you put these gel nails on or these tips on myself. Like, okay, I'll spend a little time, and it might be something I actually enjoy doing. And now I found a new little hobby, a new little thing that I want to do myself instead of paying somebody to do. This is literally what customers are facing and what they're thinking, what they're going through, which is cutting into businesses a lot. So that could be something. It's just people are DIY. We have shown the industry, the content space, businesses have shown, new businesses have shown so much of what you do to the point where customers might as well do it themselves and follow along with what you've done. That's almost like if we knew, not all, but some people, and I have to stress this because somebody said, well, I still ain't gonna do it. But if I knew exactly the recipe to my favorite drink or whatever it was, then I'm just, and you told me it's only 3 ingredients, what? I might as well go get the 3 ingredients and do it myself. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, or just like how a lot of people are doing now, it's like, you want the Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A, I'm not going to tell you what's in it. I'm going to tell you how we mix it and we make it up. But we're going to have the bottles prepackaged and made to sell for you. So it's too easy. Now you don't have to come to us to buy it, but you can get it at home and now you got it for more time. So it's that convenience factor of doing it yourself, having it when you want, all of those things. And so with the wig industry, with the hair industry, customers, they are just cutting us out, and they're saying, since you want to show it, I'm about to try it. That's the truth. Businesses nowadays, these new businesses that are coming up, they just aren't built the way in which businesses maybe 5, probably 8, 9, 10 years ago are built. And I feel like, and that's just, we say the same thing about kids. Kids nowadays ain't what we were when we were growing up and we was raised. It's the same thing. It's just evolution of life, businesses, you know, everything. But businesses now, I feel like there's a lot of people, I should say, that have recently got into business over the last maybe 4 years or so. A lot of people have, because business have become so easy. Oh, you get an EIN, you start a business, get a business name, you just start it. A lot of people have jumped into the business, the business scene, the business category and area, and a lot of people without knowledge or understanding of business, they've just learned something and decided to offer it to someone. They have really made a bad rep. They've saturated the business industry, they've saturated the wig industry, but they've also placed a bad rep when it comes to wigs, businesses, beauty industry, any of that. A lot of people, newer people, they put a bad rep in the customer's mouth simply because they didn't really know how to understand how to run a business. They don't have customer service, the professionalism. Like, all I see on one feed that I read was like, customers are complaining, well, customer service is horrible. You got these late fees. You got all this, this verbiage. You got all these rules and things. You got, the cost when, like, customers have complaints, and you want to listen to what those things are. But again, a lot of newer businesses are just offering something and not really considering their customers enough. To the customers are having these experiences, and with them having these experiences, they are they got a bad taste. Like, they don't want to trust. They have a hard time trusting or trying another business that may have been there for a long time. A lot of businesses have grown due to popularity or due to skill, but they're lacking the business etiquette, the business skills and knowledge and education. They're not properly treating people's hair. They're just doing people's hair. They see the money and the opportunity of fulfilling the orders, and I'm just gonna run it this way and just get it up and going quick, fast, and not thoroughly thinking through the solutions, the desires, the problems, the needs of the customers. And so the customers see that, they feel that, and because there's a lot of people out there like that, a lot of customers are experiencing that, and a lot of customers are turning away from even trying out any new businesses. I've been burned. Businesses have sent me this, or it's been trash experience. I haven't heard from them, blah blah blah, whatever their stories are. And it's like, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna figure out how to do it by myself. I'm gonna learn how to do it on my own. That's where they're running to because they just been burnt. And it's just unfortunately, but it's unfortunate, but it's true. And another reason, I think this is my last reason, is business, the beauty industry, the wig industry has become a little slower now, just simply because I feel like a lot of people are, I would say, seasoned. A lot of seasoned businesses, maybe that have been doing this for a long time, they're simply just, maybe they lost their passion for it. Because again, at one point back in the day, like, you love what you're doing and you just did it, and you were good at what you're doing, and you got better, like you just kept getting better and better, because you wasn't so pressured to, like, oh, I gotta create these reels, I gotta do all this stuff, I gotta send these emails, I gotta do all these marketing components of it as yourself. Like, back in the day, it was like, I'm a stylist or I'm a wig maker. I am focused on bettering my craft, making my wigs, focusing on my customers, building relationships, and people are just coming based off of, referrals and things of that sort. Yeah, I would post my work, but like, it wasn't like a big demand. Now, it's a big demand. Like, now you can't just, do your wigs and focus on your customers, or do people's hair, focus on your customers, hone in on your skill without remembering to post the content, to get the angles, to, be a recording person, to plan and to send emails and to do all these other things. So now your demand of what your main focus of what you're doing, your skill, has now got to be leveled out to like other areas in your business that you got to make sure you're doing as well. Like, growth ain't as easy as it was. The marketing, all this stuff, and the education stuff that's out here that you got to compete with now is not what it used to be. It's just not. It's harder. It's harder. If people grew when I started, people grew off their skill, and I don't know, it was just more genuine. Everything wasn't so just like recycled and AI and all of that stuff. It was more so like, you knew the OGs, you knew the ones that was coming up, and the ones that was coming up hustled hard, because it wasn't a lot of information just thrown at them and that was just free and out there. You had to literally be invested to learn these things, or invest in the OGs and what they had to offer to be able to really like grind and grow. Like, I don't know, it was just I don't know. But now, like, seasoned stylists, I feel like there is a season for everybody's life and everything. That's why even in a job, somebody can't be on a job for forever. There is a point where they will tell you it's time to retire, okay? Because your season is up for the ability of what you can do at the maximum capacity. Like, that when that season up, you start slowing down, you know, your passion start going, you're not caring as much. You're just like, you know, it's time to retire. It's time to let it go. For a lot of seasoned people who've been doing it for a long time and seeing the shift and change in the industry and just in general, like, want to pivot. Like, some people are losing the passion, and if the passion ain't there, it's going to show in the work, and it's going to show in the work. The customers are going to slow down. Like, it's just always a ripple effect. So that's why you got to love what you do. If you don't love it, it's going to show. But people are just, once they become you know, when they lose passion or unmotivated, it's like, all right, well, it's time to pivot. You know, and pivoting is okay. Change is okay. You're not meant to be a wig maker. You're not meant to be a stylist in the chair. You're not meant to be that thing that you are forever. There is life after that. There is something else that God has for you, and that's another season. And you have to let go and close off what you've been doing in order to see what is new for you to do. So, people are just finding something new that they like or that they're interested in, and aka myself, you know, I've just been exploring other avenues, because for the last 8-9 years, like, my life has consisted of nothing but wigs, nothing but hair. That's all that I knew. That's all people knew me as. But now I'm seeing that, oh, I'm good at other things. I like to do more than just wigs. And, you know, this, you know, I can tell the season, you know, taking steps back to look inside and see, is this what I want to keep doing? Is this place that I'm in my life where I, you know, want to be able to take the demand on doing all these things? And this is just for like some seasoned people in the industry. People are realizing they're like, okay, I want to try something else, and that's okay. Don't ever feel like you trying something else mean that you failed, or you trying something else mean that you quit. You know, it's just a new season. You've completed your mission. God has something bigger and better. And a lot of times you don't know what that bigger or better is if you don't let go of what you've been doing, or that the past thing. If it no longer serves you, if you're no longer, you know, reaching your fullest potential and applying, you giving your all into what it is that you once desired and you once gave your all into, it may be a sign, and it may be time for you to seek God and ask, what's next for me? And that may be something that has nothing to do with the wigs industry, nothing to do with the beauty industry, and that's okay. And some people are seeing that now. So yeah, but overall, I just want to say that, like, you know, business has its cycles. People will enter in as new people, you know, and learn and grow and get in their, you know, their MVP seat. Like, they're going to be like just ideas flowing, wig orders in business booming, customers coming, you know, everything just popping. And then there will be a time where it's like, okay, I've done it. Once you've done those things, it become a point in time, just reality. It become a point in time where it's like, okay, this no longer serves me. Like, now I want to do something else that's going to fuel me to do more and to do more, you know, unless you just decide to get content and don't want to do anything. But somebody like me, like, I love to be able to like keep flourishing and learning and bringing people with me and just, you know, push like what's new, what's next, for me, and you know, that I can be able to help others. And you know, that's just where I feel like the season has come to an end, or the mission has been complete. And for some people, that's truly what it is. But sorry about that, y'all. I got my baby here. That's not the reason. Like, you know, me having children now, it's a lot harder for me to be able to just do all of the things that I envision to do, but I'm okay with that because I'm processing and soaking it in, and I'm getting into doing things that I can do with my children. Anyways, with all that being said, y'all, I just want you guys to know that if you still have a passion and a love for the beauty, the wig industry, or whatever it is, like, just know that you can still survive. Like, slow season, it is nothing but it's a season. You can overcome this. A lot of people do. If you no longer desire to be in it, don't feel bad. Don't feel, you know, down or like you quit anything. Move on, you know. Do what's best for you and your life in that moment. You know, keep pushing, and as always, seek God in whatever it is that you do. Include him in whatever it is that you decide to do, because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, he already knows what you're supposed to be doing. Sometimes you guys are resistant and you think what you're supposed to be doing is just on you. Don't even mind my baby. He is spraying water on my hair. But yes, I hope that this video was helpful. I hope it gave you a little bit of insight. You can always drop any questions or communicate in the comment section so that I can just keep these going if you enjoy. But as of now, I didn't really want this to be a recap on what I have going on for me or what's next for me. But as of now, you know, I'm still providing the resources, and I still have all of your wig business needs over on my website. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me. I definitely feel God is calling me to something that is bigger than wigs, whatever that is. I am receiving it, and that is all I have for you guys. You guys have a great rest of your day or your week, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. See y'all in another video. Bye y'all.